All right, on this episode of Something Major, we've got round 3 recap and round of 16 preview. All right, welcome back, everyone. Something Major. We're back. I got Jack Sock, Steve Johnson, John Isner. No Charlie Fox, but yet we still have the team at SIF, so that's a bonus for everyone. I just got off the desk. Just had Coco Gauff on the desk. I went full panic. I had a question ready to go, and then our host, Adam Lefko, asked the question that I was going to ask. The heart rate spiked to like 200 instantly.
There's no discussion on what question you're going to ask, right?
No,
that's the thing. That's what I noticed when I was on the desk.
Was he taking a peek at your notes, or?
No, I didn't have the notes, and then it went to me. I was like, "Oh, okay. How was the match today?" Just asked some stupid question. It was the worst. We had Yannick Sinner on today. That was pretty cool. He couldn't have been smoother.
I saw that.
Yeah, big day. All right, enough about me and my work on the desk. The French Open has now turned into the American Open. I don't know if you guys saw the success. The Americans are absolutely crushing it. I'm going to start with Johnny Isner. Yesterday, Ben Shelton won. Big Francis Tiafoe beat Korda. Those were the two Americans yesterday. And Tommy Paul won in 3. How impressed were you, John, with the 3 of those guys? Tiafoe, Shelton, and Tommy Paul.
Very impressed. Ben Shelton, he's done what he's been asked to do, right? He took out Sonego, which I thought was a very, very tough first-round match. 1 in 5 sets, and he's had a pretty good draw since then with the walkover and then a qualifier ranked around 160. But look, he's taking care of business. So far, seems to be playing great. But I think for me, the most impressive is Francis winning that match against Sebi Korda, who, in my mind, is extremely competent on clay. And I had it wrong. I thought Sebi was going to win that match. So Francis, for me, most impressive. But then Tommy digging deep again, winning in 5 sets over Kachanov, just rock solid. Tommy's playing with a ton of confidence right now. He obviously he's one of the best returners in the world. Like, he can break serve at any point and either kind of take control of a match or get himself back into a match. We saw him do that in his second round match against Fucsovic. He was sort of down and out there, but he stays the course and just stays steady and solid out there. But those 3 guys playing great. Francis going forward has a pretty good draw. Ben's draw finally is getting pretty tough, as we know, because he's facing the defending champ next. But so impressive, and it's awesome to see those 3 guys still alive in the round of 16.
Speaking of Ben, he plays Alcaraz, defending champion. Stevie, I don't know if you watched it. I watched it. I actually went out to the court last night and watched it. He's up like 6-1, 6-3. Then he starts messing around, and then it got weird. Like, it got super uncomfortable. I was getting pissed because we're trying to do a night show, and we had to sit at the desk. But does that worry you, Stevie? With Alcaraz, that occasionally that happens?
Yeah, look, the good thing for him is he usually does this against guys that he's going to beat. So that helps him. He's usually not doing this against the Zverevs, the Sinners, the Novaks of the world, because you can't give them an ounce of, any type of wiggle room to get out of those situations. But he's playing great minus that set. I don't know what happens mentally. He kind of just shuts it off and goes into just silly tennis mode for 30 to 45 minutes. But you see how he goes, though, after that 3rd set, goes down early in the 4th, but then pulls it together and just kind of closes the door and takes care of business the way he should. He's playing great tennis, but the good thing for him is those mental lapses that it seems like he has only happens against the guys that he should beat routinely. So he does have it, usually has it under control. But it's been impressive so far for the top 2 seeds, Novak, Sasha as well, kind of taking care of business, just doing their thing, getting through the rest of the tournament. And really impressed with Sinner so far. He is absolutely playing great tennis and just rolling through his first week here in Roland Garros.
Jack, you see Sinner today was up 6-0, 5-0 until he lost the game. Lehechka finally won a game, got a standing ovation. We've all, maybe not John, but you kind of been there where you're getting absolutely embarrassed on a court, 6-1, 0-1. But do you think Sinner, if he plays like that You think he wins the tournament?
I mean, yeah, he lost 9 points on serve in 3 sets. He's hits the ball cleaner than anybody. I think he won in under an hour, which I don't know I didn't even know if that was possible in 3 out of 5 sets.
Is that right?
Grand Slams.
Wait, he won in under an hour?
No, hour and 34.
I thought I saw something on Twitter that said he was under an hour.
First 2 sets were under an hour.
Oh, first, okay, yeah. But either way, yeah, to beat somebody of that level that badly and that quickly and everything is just incredible. And it's almost like a statement match. I feel like if he plays like that, I don't know how you really beat him. So
the weird thing is, like, I don't know if he can play like that against Sinner. Sinner forces him to like not play like that. That's the only thing. But I'm with you, Jack. If Sinner plays like that, I don't think people can touch him. I think he's winning the tournament.
Yeah, he's my favorite for sure.
Other guy, Arthur Feast, little stress fracture in the back. He had to pull out. I feel for him.
Ugh, brutal.
Oh, really? Jeez almighty.
It's weird. I mean, so it's like because was he dealing with cramps apparently, right?
Well, that's what Duame said. That's what he was saying. But ultimately, if he's out for 4 to 6 weeks with a stress fracture in his back, the medical timeout seemed to be worthy, and seemed to be fine in the 5th set. But you know how we feel like when you're dealing with an injury during the match, the adrenaline gets you going through the match. And then the next day or like even a few hours later, you're like, oh my goodness, I feel horrible. So I feel for him because I love watching him play. He is an electric factory. And I think he is got the best chance of, any of the Frenchmen to really win a slam in the next couple of years.
We had Bublik came to the desk today. I don't think we're even going to air the interview. It was weird, guys.
Are you serious?
Really? It was so awkward. He was like, he didn't want to be there. It was like super awkward. We taped it. It hasn't come out yet. I would be shocked if we show it on the live show.
He was
tonight.
so good with us.
Dude, I know. And did I say Bublik? I meant Rublev. My bad.
Oh,
yeah.
You said
Jeez,
Bublik.
dude. You're all over the map today.
God, I'm an idiot, dude. Dude, you know how hot it is in this room?
Your sleeves are too
Sweating
high
in here. Yeah.
You're getting too much makeup in your eyes.
He's wearing one of those Fila tees, Jack.
Yeah, dude. John knows I'm in this Bleacher Report room, but they have the walls up. It's like a hot box in here. I'm sweating like nuts right now. No, okay. Rublev was on the set. It was like a weird interview. I love Rublev, but it did not click for anyone. We'll see if we air it tonight on TNT. But
I would love to go to a desk after a round of 32 walkover. Sounds like nice work.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
dude, that's what I was thinking. Like like you had nothing to do today. Roll over to the desk. But anyway,
yeah, for sure.
Good luck. He plays center now. All right. Speaking of Bublik plays Draper. Draper he's all over our board. Joao Fonseca.
Yeah, there's a bit of a a young man's kind of third set out there.
I don't know, Jack.
In over his head.
This wasn't so much like Fonseca being beat. Like Draper's freaking legit.
Yeah,
you're just realizing that.
I was shocked. I mean, actually, I'm shocked that it was like that routine of 3 sets. I actually caught some of it this morning before I had to go do some things, but it was. Honestly, it was giving it kind of 50-50 for Fonseca, or at least like a close, fun match to watch. And it was, I don't know, he just seemed a little impatient, and he seemed like he was just trying to do too much at times. And then Jack Draper is just playing incredible tennis as well.
He's got no holes. Draper has no holes in this game.
I think this was our point. Yeah,
it seems like I thought maybe 2 years ago his backhand was going to be a liability for him. Watching him play a couple years ago, and it's absolutely not. Especially on that. I mean, on that side, it's just rock solid.
The match
I think that conversation. Oh yeah, you got it.
No, go ahead, Jack. Go ahead.
I was just saying. I think the conversation we had about Draper a while ago of is he in that top tier? Or is he in that is he close to that top tier? I feel like he's now proving that just with the way he's playing now. You have to consider him to be a potential slam winner, or getting to the end of these tournaments now most every time.
Yeah, I trust that.
When I was doing some of the player interviews over there, Sam and Jack and Stevie, I had Francis on, Riley, Casper. I'm missing one of the other guys. But one of the questions I asked was
Opelka.
Yeah, I know. I said Riley Opelka.
Sam's just lost it today.
I said you can't say Sinner or Alcaraz. Give us 3 other players that can win this tournament, and every one of them said Draper. A little surprised by that, but I mean they're in the locker room with him. They see how he's playing, right? So It's certainly not a secret anymore. Everyone, he's got everyone's respect. Excuse me, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, he does. A few other results. Altmaier's in there. Poprin won. Musetti, just the quiet assassin, who's like probably will make a semifinal here, and then who knows what's going to happen, but he's crushing it. The Horned Frog battle, I think, went to Cam Norrie.
It did.
And then Novak playing right now. Let's move over to the women. Start with
hold on, real quick, Sam. Real quick. Do you believe in the baby heater theory?
Look, Musetti's on one.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's true. Yeah, in all sports.
What's a baby?
Sam, is it that hot right now,
dude? It's that hot in here. The
you
humidity.
look like Jerry Tarkanian at UNLV.
Yeah,
it's so hot in this room.
You
These screens. That's down. You can't tell. There's no airflow.
I mean, you're toweling yourself off. Like, chill out, dude.
Dude, drenched with sweat right now. What's a baby heater? Just a small heater?
No. Like, you get it. Like, you're having a baby. You play better. It's a thing. The baby heater.
Oh, I got you.
John won a Master Series right before or right after?
When was it? Yeah, I don't know. I should know that. Right before. But anyways, not everyone subscribes to that. He's about to have his second kid. To his partner, Veronica. How come Europeans never get married? They just stay together?
Sam has no idea what's happening anymore in this episode. He's lost it.
Now that we're talking about it, I'm starting to sweat more. Can we just start talking about?
That'd be my worst.
This one's worth watching on YouTube.
That'd be my worst nightmare. That would be. I'd have to go change my shirt during this.
Let's start talking about the women. All right, top 8 seeds advance.
First time since what year?
Well, I just read it, so
2005.
No, since 2003, you idiot.
2003.
2000, is it? I just looked it up. It said 2005.
Oh.
Where'd you see yours?
I saw ours on our notes.
I read mine.
Either someone in the production team is wrong or the internet's wrong.
I read mine 2005.
I hope Stevie's wrong. We're checking that right now for everyone.
Dude, you're having just like mental problems right now with the heat.
So you Googled that?
Stevie, you Googled that?
First time since 2005, the top 8 seeds had reached a round 4 in the women's singles at a Grand Slam.
First time, my bad. All right, so let me tell you what happened here. It's the first time since 2003 that all 8 seeds have reached all 8 seeds have reached
so we're both right.
Yeah, we're both right. At Roland Garros.
Okay, all right. We're talking about different stats.
Yeah, we're talking about different stats.
Okay. Apologies, everyone.
All right, let's keep it with Stevie. I mean, is this surprising to you or not? Like, I feel like Sabalenka,
dude.
Azarenka's not in the tournament anymore.
Sam, you need some.
Okay,
you need some electrolytes, dude.
Some water, Sam. Or go get it.
This is gonna be like the Rublev interview. I don't know if we can air this.
No, not surprising.
Sabalenka cruising.
Defend Sam. He's getting some long days over there.
Hey,
I'm flustered. Sabalenka cruising, Iga cruising, Coco cruising. I'm a little surprised with this one, honestly. Jessica Pegula cruising. Like, what do you think of the ladies so far, Stevie?
Yeah, no, I think it's the top seeds have all taken care of business. I mean, I just got done watching Maddie Keys save match points against Kenin, moving on, and knowing that she will play Haley Baptiste in the next round. I don't know if she knew that prior to the match, but if you're going to the 4th round knowing you're going to play her, there's a lot on the line. So congrats to Maddie for getting through that one, and we'll have hopefully a chance to make the quarters. But
wait, let me stop. Did you watch any of that Maddie Keys Kenin match?
I watched most. I didn't see any of the match points saved.
She saved 3 match points. All 3 match points was like Keys going after, like big serve. The next one was serve, big forehand, big backhand, and the next one was a backhand winner. It was impressive. She went for it.
That she's usually not holding back. She hits the ball harder than most everyone on the men's or women's tour, to say the least. But no, I'm not surprised by the top couple seeds. Paolini, Sabalenka, Swiatek, Coco. They're taking care of business. Jess just hasn't had the success at this event or on the clay like the other ones have. So I'm a little bit more surprised that she has kind of rolled through to the 4th round. She does have a pretty decent little section right there in her draw to get through to a quarter. So, and once you get to that point, it's all about just competing and getting, beating that person who's in front of you. So it's exciting on the women's side, having all the top 8 seeds in the 4th round. So I like that.
Yeah. John, we got Amanda Animasova, Haley Baptiste, a few others in there. How many women do you think we're going to have? Right now we've got, Anna Masova. We've got Baptiste, Pegula, Keys, Goff. 5 women right now in the round of 16. 2 of them play each other, Keys and Baptiste. How many? So at least one is going to go to the quarterfinals. How many are going to join them?
I think we're going to get 4. I mean, you got to like Coco's chances. Obviously, Pegula plays a wild card ranked 300 and something in the world.
Yeah.
Gotta like her chances. So think Madison will get through, and I like Amanda's game. I think she plays
she plays Sabalenka, I think.
Yep.
It's my draw. Yeah, it's kind of like a battle of the big hitters. Let me
retract. I read the notes wrong. Let me retract my statement. We're definitely getting 3. I think if anyone can beat Sabalenka, it's Amanda, but she's up against it, of course. So she has to be the prohibitive underdog in that match. But certainly you got to like Jesse, Maddie, and Coco to get through. But I give Anisimova a puncher's chance in that match.
She leads the head-to-head 5-2 against Sabalenka.
I'm glad you said it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. We're going to go predictions. I'm going to start with the men. I'm going to go to Jack. I'm going to give him the round of 16 matchups in the top half. You give me the winner. And then Stevie, you're going to do the bottom half.
Ooh, I like that.
Going to Jack first.
Ooh.
Sinner versus Rublev. Sinner, easy.
Sinner. Yeah.
Bublik versus Draper.
Draper in 4. Bublik he'll give him some of his he'll throw the kitchen sink at him for one set, and then
I like that.
Draper
I agree so
4.
far. Zverev versus Talon Griekspoor, who beat Ethan Quinn. No honorable mention in 5 sets today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Zverev there fairly
And then
routine.
on the bottom, Cam Norrie. Let's assume he's going to play Novak Djokovic, who I think is up a set right now.
I'm gonna go Djokovic there, and Djokovic in 4.
Yeah, if that happens, it's the 1-5-3. It's like the top. It's all the seeds that should make the quarters. I agree with all the picks. I'm gonna go Stevie J for the bottom half.
Yep.
Musetti plays Holger Rune.
Musetti.
Easy or
Baby
close?
heater.
It's kind of a baby heater.
I like it, Stevie.
And he's a lot of fun to watch too, dude.
No, it's so pleasing to the eye, his game.
I can't take that seriously.
Take you seriously either, dude.
tap plays.
Francis Tiafoe versus Daniel Altmaier.
I'm going to keep Francis running, baby. He's playing good. I'm going to stay Francis.
Wow, that's his draw.
Yeah.
I want an honorable mention from everybody on that pick, by the way, at some point in this episode.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
He hasn't dropped a set. He's won 9 straight sets, like out of nowhere.
Yep.
It's good.
Tommy Paul.
You're going to Tommy Paul, just so you know, has spent like 10 hours and 47 minutes on the court.
Dude, the kid's a machine. He's fine.
Right.
Does he have an ab injury, by the way? Is that?
Yeah, he's fine, dude. He's a stud. He'll get out there and compete till the last ball.
And finally, does Ben Shelton have any chance against Carlos Alcaraz?
He does have a chance, but ultimately, I think Carlos gets it done in 4.
Ooh, all right, we'll see.
I feel like that depends on the conditions. If Ben can get a hot day.
It's not hot tomorrow.
It's not.
It's back to like, it's not cold, but it's like 70. You know, it's like a pleasant day.
Yeah. He needs like an 85, and
he needs it like in this hot box that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the ladies. I'm gonna give John all 16, and then on Monday we can see how everyone did. Sabalenka versus Anisimova.
Also, it's Anisimova, not Anamisova.
I can't say Anisimova. Amanda.
Okay.
Versus Amanda.
Man, I want to say the American, but I'm not going out on a limb. So Sabalenka.
Yeah. She's 5-2. What do you mean? That's not out on a limb.
I know.
Samsonova versus Zhang.
I'll go with Zhang.
She won the Olympics here. Paolini. She's like a little bundle of joy against Svitolina. Svitolina is my dark horse, by the way.
I have Paolini winning the women's.
You have Paolini?
Yeah. Taking the title.
Wow.
I'm going with
Svitolina. That's an upset. That's a 13 over a 4.
Little bit of an upset. Yeah.
Rybakina versus Swiatek.
Iga.
Yeah, Iga's back. We had Iga on the desk yesterday, It was her birthday today. We brought a birthday cake out, and she started cutting it with this massive knife. I was never been so worried. I thought she was going to cut her finger off on the set. She cut birthday cake for like 15 people and handed it out to the crowd. It was pretty cool. Moving on. Andreeva versus Kostakina.
Andreeva.
Kostakina.
It's Kostakina.
Kostakina. All right.
Yeah.
You guys. I'm going to get ripped enough in the comments for how I pronounce these names. This one's tough. Pegula plays Boisson. French wildcard?
We're gonna go with Jess. We're gonna go with Jess there.
She's
ranked like
this draw.
362 or something like
Crazy.
Yeah, she was doing really well, and I think she tore her ACL or something last year right before the French.
All right, Stevie J, you know your French women, don't you?
I just read about it on an article this morning. So
I think you knew that.
yeah.
Here we go. Keys versus Haley Baptiste, kind of out of nowhere as well.
that. We'll go with Maddie.
Maddie play, and also saving the match points for Maddie.
Yeah.
That bodes well for Maddie through the rest of the tournament, I think.
For sure.
And finally, Coco Gauff versus Alexandrova.
We'll go with Coco there. So it's
Coco.
like I took Svitolina as the only upset in my mind.
Yeah, I pretty much agreed with everyone. All those predictions that we just made, I agreed with them. We got anything else we want to? Any other big storylines we can think of from the last day or so?
I actually think I'm going to say that I think Cam Norrie is going to really bother Novak.
He did in Geneva. That was an absolute war.
I know, and
That's like a Novak motivation in Geneva, though. Maybe instead of like French Open, I feel like he's gonna.
yeah, man, I'm not going to say it though, but I think it's going to be a super close match.
You want it though.
Go out on a limb, do it.
No, I'm not. I can't do that against Novak, right?
But then you don't get credit.
You don't get
You don't
credit.
I don't
credit
get credit.
if it's
I don't
close.
get credit if he
Even if
wins.
it's close,
No,
yeah.
I don't. I get no credit. I'm taking
No
Novak,
credit.
but
All right.
I think like war. I think it's going to be a war.
Love that. All right.
Novak in a super close match.
All right. I'm excited to see. All right, that's it for us. Head to nothingmajorshow.com. Oh yeah. You got something else, Stevie? Please.
Yeah, I just was. I had a good chuckle this morning. Actually, I just refreshed it before we started the bracket challenge. We had 1,400 entries. I'm currently in 1,325th.
Stop it. Who do you have winning on both sides?
I mean, I still have my two winners. I have Carlos and Sinner. I mean, Sam, you're not too much better at 1230.
What? How are we so bad?
I mean, Jack's crushing it at 754. We stink.
And where am I?
You're 853.
Let's go.
I'm like 500 out of this.
Yeah, I mean, you're bottom half. I mean, I'm literally almost DFL. That's almost impossible out of 1,400 entries.
I kind of hope you finish DFL at this
Me
point.
too.
Yeah,
At
that'd be
this
awesome.
point, I mean, this would be incredible.
This we have to start our thing where all of our fans fade us on our picks because they do pretty well.
If gamblers had been fading our picks since we started this, like they'd have like a 70% hit rate.
They'd be retired.
All right. Is anyone predicting a final on the men's side that's not number 1 versus number 2?
No,
Is anyone going to go on a limb and say that?
no.
Jack?
No. Who does Draper run into? Does he run into Sinner or Alcaraz?
Sinner.
Yeah. Then no.
What about a woman's side? Is it Sabalenka versus Coco Gauff?
No. Paolini.
Oh yeah, Jack has Paolini.
I think the top half is stronger than the bottom half on the women's. They got, Sabalenka, Paolini, and Swiatek. And the bottom, you just never know. I mean, Jess could play well, or she, the clay can get the best of her. You never know if Maddie hits herself in or out of a match. Coco, the forehand could kind of go off the rails, but she's a hell of a competitor. And she's been playing really well on the clay. So I think the bottom half is more up for grabs than the top on the women's side, for sure.
All right, we'll be back in 2 days to check out how we did. Head to our website, nothingmajorshow.com, if you got questions. I think we're ordering more hats. Like we said last week, I think we sold out of hats, so we're ordering more. Also, part 2 of the Gasquet interview came out yesterday. It was good. We were talking about this. We had this amazing moment at the end where we had him grip the racket, like really quick. He's got like grip, but
We timed it. We put the timer.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, under 30 seconds, but he had terrible French Wi-Fi and we couldn't get it. We couldn't capture it. It's brutal. It was the best part of the interview. And like, I don't know what happened. So anyway, sorry for that. But the rest of the interview is awesome. And like always, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, X at Nothing Major Show. And we'll see everyone in 2 days.